bittermelon. As you can see, they are starting to bear a lot of fruits, and it's been raining for the last 3 days, heavy downpours, and I haven't been in the garden for quite a while, really, to check what's going on. And okay, I got some bell peppers there, and things are very tight here. Okay, so I actually picked my first bittermelon already, and that one is going on my cooking channel. I have a new cooking channel which I'm getting things ready before I release a lot of my video, and this will be going to my cooking channel as well. And as you can see, there are quite a good amount of fruits. And as you can see, look at the size of this. Nice bittermelon. And something about bittermelon that like to hide their fruits. They're hard to find, but you really gotta look for them, and you'll be surprised. They'll be right in front of you and you can't hardly see them. But bittermelon are doing very well. Ooh, it's super hot in here. Good thing. Squash loves heat, and as you can see, okay, in this container I have some of my tropical plant as well. These are Morenga or taro, and they're starting to come out. As you can see, look how big the leaves are. The leaves are huge. Morenga or taro root, and I'm hoping to receive some more that I could plant, because I really would like to plant a lot of this. And in that container there, as you can see, that's this here. As you can see, it's got lots of seeds. This is actually cilantro, and that's how the seeds look. And I can't get too close because, as you can see, I'm right here. I'm blocked blocked by this container here. But in that pot I have all kinds of things in there. I have chives in there, I have basil, I have some peppers in there, sweet peppers, and I don't know, there are a lot of other things going on in there. And this bed is dedicated only for the squash, which I can't seem to keep growing long enough so that it could ripen fully for better, you know, when the squash is fully ripened, you can store it a lot longer than those that you had to harvest earlier, to make sure that the squash borer don't get to them. But so far outside, the butternut squash are doing very well. And in here, if you look, this one I pollinated earlier this morning, and there are quite a lot of fruits there. You can see there's a lot of them that I will have to pollinate if they turn out right. If everything goes well, I'll be able to pollinate that right there as well. There's a lot of female flower. Oh, actually there's another one. I didn't notice that. There are two. And so this one I pollinated earlier, and I'm just now getting to look at this. I got careless, and when I went by here I broke this stem, but there's a female flower right there, so let's see if it's going to make it. And there's another female flower in there, as you can see. So things are really taking off here in the greenhouse as far as my squash. And this is the very first squash I ever pollinated inside here. And as you can see, oh, I'm sorry, I'm looking at it without focusing the camera on it. That's just me. I'm sorry. But there are those two squash. As you can see, they are growing quite big. They're doing very well. So far so good with the squash in my greenhouse. And I'm tempted to show you my my tomato tree. You're probably tired of looking at it, but anyway, in this corner here we had lined up 3 containers right there, and these are my yam, which we hope to extend the growing period until winter by keeping them here. I have 1 container with yam, and it's outside. We're trying to see, and we are going to compare as far as how big and how long they stay alive. Okay, I know here indoor in the greenhouse they did very well last year, but outside we'll see how things will turn out. But this is my purple yam. Look how pretty. That's just the prettiest color. That's what the purple yam stem looks like. And when you can see the new growth, or the new leaves are purple, and then they turn green as they get older. As right there, you see it turned green, but you know that it's a purple yam because look right there, you can see the color, and the new growth is purple. So things are looking nice as far as the yam inside the greenhouse as well. And here is my turmeric in this container. If you remember, I planted 4 of them. This was the smallest, tiniest piece, and it's also growing right there. See the shoot? And the rest, look how pretty. Nice wide leaves, very healthy. And there's actually 1 tiny grass here, which we don't need for this to flourish there. Okay, so that's the turmeric. Let's go and look at here. These are my ginger. They're coming along just fine, as you can see. These are my ginger, and they're doing very well. Okay, and these are some cayenne peppers and some sweet peppers, or ají dulce, and I have some more morenga growing, which a couple of friends sent me some seeds. Oh, the tall one. These are that's from the seed that we had purchased. These are supposed to be rare type of morenga, the tall ones right here, and this one as well. And going all the way there, these are rare morenga seeds that we purchased from online, and they're doing well, but I will have to do some pruning because, as you can see, they're quite leggy right now, and when I prune that will give the base of the plant a chance to grow bigger and stronger and cause the entire plant to bush out a little better. So I will be pruning these moringa plants here, going along all the way towards the door. So take a look at the moringa. The last time I harvest, we have topped off this one right here. As you can see, it's topped off. But look, there's a new branch or a new shoot coming out of there. New shoots or stems coming out. And here's another one. And one thing I noticed about this moringa, I remember this is pretty much the average size of the moringa leaves. But look how big. Pardon me. I can't help but laugh. These things are so, these are huge, like a, you know, the size of a silver dollar. But look at that. They're huge. But the branch are thickening, nice, growing nice and stronger, more woodier. And the same thing with this. Here goes the new growth right there. New growth, new growth, and new growth. As you can see, when you top off the moringa, you prune the top off of it, it will bush out. And the same thing with this. As you can see, there's a new growth right there going all the way up. So there are some new plants, new volunteers growing right there, but I don't know what they are, so let's see. Might be able to keep them. But this moringa is bushing out as I want it to. That's what I want it to do. And not too far, we have eggplant. As you can see, eggplants are nice and productive right now. I'm doing this video after several days of heavy downpour, and look at all of the eggplant there. Wow. Take a look at this one. Oh, nice. Very nice. This one have quite a few in it already, and they're not even that tall yet, but as you can see, nice, good sizes of eggplants already. That should be ready for, by this weekend I should be able to pick this. Good amount of eggplant there. I might have to pick it even earlier, but let's see, because I don't want it to be too mature for eating. And look at what this heavy downpour did to my asparagus. It's been a while since I showed how my asparagus is doing, and let me show you. The rain caused so much of it to topple over. I guess when it get wet, it's quite heavy, and it just got done. Finally, the sun came up today, and I don't think it's caused any damage to the asparagus. It just caused it to topple over since I guess the, what do you call this, tiny pretty leaves were since it's wet, it's heavy, so, but I guess it's okay. So that's how my asparagus bed looks right now. And right across from it, this sweet potato bed, the sweet potato bed is out of control. So I guess all I could do is leave it alone, let it do its thing, and hopefully we'll be rewarded with some good harvest. Oh, these bugs are relentless again. And my Gardener's Delight tomato, looking nice. This is a volunteer tomato, but it's doing well. It's been a while I show my yacon. That's one of the pot. As you can see, that's about 4 to about 5 feet tall growth now. And that's some of my peppers, sweet peppers, or ají dulce, which I'm used to make sofrito with. There's one right there, and there's a yacon right there. Another ají dulce plant right here in this container, and as you can see, it's really loaded with fruit. It's hard to see now because they're still green, but it's loaded with fruit. And that's another one of my yacon plant, nice and tall. And yeah, here is finally my husband and I were able to plant our herbs in this bed here. This is for, I've been meaning to ask my husband for the measurement of this bed, but it looks like 5, yes, from here, 5 by 4 raised bed. And right there, that's thyme, that's peppermint, ají dulce, and well, I cannot do nothing when a plant volunteer. I just don't have the heart to move it. So that's a eggplant right there, and some culantro right there, and I still have some Swiss chard right there, and the cayenne pepper. We probably will need to improve on this, and rosemary right there. And if you notice, there are quite a lot of the seeds, and I'm going to let them be, but those seeds I believe are either bok choy seedlings that had germinated, and some arugula. I will be thinning them out, but I'm going to let them flourish right there. Something about volunteer plant that tends to be much stronger and healthier than those that are transplant. Okay, and there's a little patch of thyme right there, and this are oregano right here. It's my big clump of oreganos. And right here, as you can see, I have my parsley growing there. Those are parsley. And another rosemary right here. And this heavy rain has been causing a lot of problem for my tomatoes, but tomatoes are still very productive. We still got lots and lots of fruits to harvest, but we might have to harvest them very soon a whole lot of them, because as you can see, the rain really caused havoc on these plants here. But nice size of tomatoes. Oh, there goes another. Still had to plant that as well. That's my rosemary, which I have propagated, and my okra right there, as you can see, is going to start flowering right there. And well, butternut squash are doing very well. That one is about ready to be picked. Most likely I'll be picking this by this weekend. Beautiful. And you come up here, I have, hopefully these two make it. It seems like they have been pollinated as well. And that's one more there. And these two here, huge cucumber. I'm saving these two for seeds. And wow, that's a huge butternut squash right there. That's huge. That's also about ready to be picked, and probably in about a week or two. As well as that is coming along just fine. And naturally the cucumber are still bearing fruit. Okra are getting ready to bloom as well. Here's another container of yam. This one is outdoor. As you can see, it's in a big, I don't know how big this container is, but this is quite big. This is probably about 2.5 feet in diameter. I'm not very good with measurement, but it's a big, huge pot. So I have four. Okay, and this pot also, you can see that I have some ginger growing here. It's doing nice. And here are my culantro. And this is actually how the leaves look. They get bigger and wider, but culantro is something very similar to the taste of cilantro. Okay, it smells so good. And this is actually what I make sofrito with. So that's another pot with a lot of things going on. And look at, you see that puddle there? Yes, we have had so much rain this last few days.